What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Keto Carnage here, and I'm dropping you guys another gameplay and commentary today, and I'm playing on Express. We were playing League Play Hardpoint today, and this is another game ripped from my Saturday grind session. As you guys know, I picked up my new monitor. I'm actually recording at 720 now, and rendering out in 720. So I hope you guys enjoy the new quality and the new, quality of gameplay. So today's commentary, I kind of want to talk to you guys about is about DOMA, and I'm not an expert on gay marriage or equality or any of the laws revolving around gay marriage, but I have my own take on it, and I think it's more a philosophical way of looking at things, and my beliefs personally on how things should be and how life is because especially in this day and age that we all live in, it's 2013. I know it may be different in other places in the nation and other places in the world, but this is my take, and this is from my upbringing and where I lived most of my life and where I came from. So getting into it, I live in Philadelphia, guys, and I live in a really decent area. Philadelphia is a really big melting pot, to be honest. There's a lot of different cultures here. You interact with a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds. You got a lot of people, that moved here from different countries, people that have, huge, substantial cultural backgrounds, as well as, you got kids going to UPenn, LaSalle, Temple, well, what else? Yeah, Drexel. So you get a lot of people from all over the nation and all over the world who come here to live and study and really bring who they are to the table, to the city and to school, and to show them who they are about and what they do. So with that said, it's 2013 now, and again, like the United States within itself is a huge melting pot. We got a lot of immigrants here. I have a lot of people that have hot border. No offense, Mexicans, but the point being is, what I'm saying is, like, we live in such a rich, diverse culture, and we have all these different ideas and beliefs and lifestyles that blend together and mix in, and we're so exposed to a lot. And I'm just saying, like, for me, because I'm a very social person. I get out there and I meet different people all the time, and I get to learn their way of life and the reason why they do things and their logic and how they think. And I pretty much go on the belief of to each their own. And what it pretty much is that I don't judge people for their lifestyles, and I don't judge people for what they do, because we're all different culturally. Our lifestyles are based on what we grew up on and what we learned throughout life, and how we interact and how we handle things, and how our life experiences dictated to us. And at the end of the day, I really don't feel like these things affect me personally. I believe if you want to have homosexual marriages, that's fine with me. That's not bothering me. It's what makes you happy. It's what makes you happy at the end of the day. And I'm not going to sit here and judge you for it. I'm not going to sit here and bitch that two same gender people want to get married, because again, like the argument, I see this meme all the time, and it's the Louis C.K. thing. It's like, man, two people can't get married of the same gender because you don't want to spend 5 minutes with your ugly child and explain to them what's going on. I don't think that's really the case. I really think the case is that the upbringings of certain people really conflict, and we're always going to be at a point in life where there's always going to be conflicting views, and there's always going to be that. But at the end of the day, I don't necessarily care if you believe in Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Satanism. I really don't care. It's to each their own. You do you, man, and whatever makes you happy. And as for me, I can explain, like Christianity, I can understand that people believe in a better way of living and a better way to treat their fellow man, and that's one way of looking at Christianity, because I spent a lot of time with my friend Eric going to church with him and stuff like that, and kind of rediscovering faith in humanity for myself. And that's what I did, and that's what Christianity is there to impose, is to restore faith in humanity and be able to do the right things. But gay marriage is in a way, I believe, is people in this day and age, especially for me, it's really hard to find love. And I want to say that because people have weird ways of going about things, and everyone else is different, and everyone else has fucked up ideas for everything. But if say for instance, like if you want to go out and bang a dude and you're a dude, that's cool. I'm like, if that makes you happy, that's what you should do. And I think at the bottom line is that I don't judge people for the way they go about their lives and things like that. Because if that makes you happy, that makes you happy. If smoking pot all day and getting stoned and listening to Bob Marley makes you happy, do it. If, being a lesbian and, banging out chicks, like 10 chicks a night, makes you happy, do it. If you found love with some other dude and you're a dude and you're completely happy and that's what gets you up in the morning, to see that person smile, then do it. It's everyone else has their own life to dictate, and that's what they should do to make them happy. And I think that when politicians go at this and when we start become political about this, we are not really tackling the real issues here. And I do go on a tangent a lot that gay marriage shouldn't be an issue, that we should be looking at the economical issues of our country and shit like that. It's not because I'm saying that gay marriage is an important thing. It shouldn't be an issue. It should be an implied thing. People should be allowed to do whatever makes them happy, because when people are happy, they do great things and they do better things, and people will tend to improve on themselves. And if you allow people to be happy, people will do great things and people will come up with innovations. And if we create that good atmosphere and that good environment, that people are allowed to grow and expand with each other. And that's again, that goes back to each their own. And again, I don't believe anyone should ever be judged based on their own lifestyle. I have my own specific lifestyle. I like to game. I like to go out and have fun with my friends. I like to sit back, watch TV, smoke cigarettes, knock back a couple beers. That's what I do. It's that what makes me happy. And people might say that's normal for a guy my age, but it's keeps my sanity in check, and it keeps me from doing stupid shit and being angry and going out and fighting random people. And I think the problem is when it comes to political things, and especially when it comes to the politics within human interaction and the democratic end of it, is that you're obviously, when you bring in people's lifestyles, you're going to make people very unhappy, and it's not cool to do that. And when you kind of try to dictate people from doing something, there's certain things that aren't really good lifestyle, like doing crack all day and owning a meth lab. That's completely different. That's not even cool within itself. But if you want to do that, go for it. But when it comes down to telling people what they can and cannot do, and that what keeps them happy at the end of the day is really not viewed as as taboo in society, it hurts. I feel for those people. Say for instance, if I was dating a girl, say for instance, interracial marriage was banned, and I was really into, I'm Asian, and I'm dating a Caucasian girl, and I really love her, and she really loves me, and they tell me that I can't marry her. That sucks, and I can't imagine how these guys felt when they were told, hey, you can't marry the person you love, you can't adopt a child that you don't love. I really don't see an issue with that. I don't see the issue of gay couples adopting, because at the end of the day, it comes down to happiness. It comes down to general happiness and what they're gonna do. If gay parents, gay couples normally, I know, are really happy people. They're really cool, and if they want to adopt a child, let them do that. They might be able to give a better home than heterosexual parents will. You never know what's going to happen. Every person is different. Every couple is different. It's not like you see more problems with heterosexual marriages than you actually do with homosexual marriages, surprisingly, which is weird. But anyways, but again, it goes back to to personal happiness, and I think we really need to re-examine and really do what's good for us as the individual, and not so much try to win on a basis of your own ideas on the mass politics of things, which I think is fucked up. But again, do what makes you happy, and stay happy. So anyways, guys, that's my spiel. If you like this, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'm out. Take it easy, guys. Peace.